Well, Michelle's here for Lamer's Dairy, and I think on a day that's kind of boring, not a lot going on, I love to get out my soup kettle and make a big batch of soup.
Me too.
And this one's a fun one. It's a little bit different. I think we all get into the same rut when we make, chicken noodle, maybe we make vegetable, but this is a fun one. Tell us about this soup.
Well, it's a very easy soup, and it actually is quite healthy because it just has a little bit of butter, a little bit of flour, and you actually puree the corn in the milk before you add it to the soup, and that's what thickens it. So it's quite healthy and very easy.
I love that. We're making a chicken and corn chowder, something really different. I think a family would enjoy it. And this soup actually isn't spicy, but you could add a little spice to kick it up a notch. So I think it's going to be really delicious. I'm excited about it. So we're going to start with a little bit of butter.
That's right.
So what, about a tablespoon or two?
It's about 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons,
yeah.
Okay. But I don't see, we love our Lamer's cream, but no cream in this soup, huh?
Well, you could if you would like, but I am using milk. Actually, I'm using our whole milk, our award-winning milk from Lamer's Dairy. You can also, I know Anne is into skim, and so whatever really you like. I use the whole because it has a little bit more body, but you could use half and half. You could use cream.
But we'll stick with the whole milk instead of the cream, and I think that we'll really enjoy it. Okay, so we've got the butter melted, and then you really finely dice these veggies.
That's right. We have some onions, celery, and sweet red pepper. It's not a spicy one. If you did, as you mentioned, want to spice this up a bit, you could add seeded and diced jalapeno at this point and make it really kicky.
Yum. But I always like to do a soup that's kind of mild, but I can spice it up at the end for me in my bowl. Put some jalapeno on top, maybe some cilantro on top, but it keeps it nice for the rest of the family. My kids don't do a lot of spice, so.
My husband doesn't like a lot of spice, but he loves the soup. But if you wanted to add some Tabasco or something at the end to kick it up, you can do that too.
So at home, let this cook for maybe about, 5 minutes or so until it gets a little soft?
Right. You really want to have the vegetables soften a bit.
Salt and pepper do we need?
That's perfect.
I'll get some of that.
Salt helps facilitate the vegetables releasing some of their moisture and soften a little bit faster, so that's great.
Okay, so now I see this, you're going to actually puree the corn. Now I hadn't thought to do that.
Well, we're using corn twice in this restaurant, or this recipe. We'll have some of the corn, and I actually did a mixture of the white and yellow, and it's frozen corn, which makes it really convenient. You can just have the corn in your freezer. Most people have celery in their pantry, so it's quite easy to do. So I'm going to actually, while that is cooking, I'm going to take one of the packages of frozen corn, which has been thawed in the refrigerator. I thawed it overnight, and add 2 cups of our Lamer's award-winning.
Excuse me. No problem. We love your milk in the glass bottle, best milk ever. And I imagine that this is kind of a fun time of year, starting to, on those nice days, people craving an ice cream cone. People can actually stop in the dairy, bring the kids, and...
Well, and most of our customers that come to the dairy, it's wonderful. They buy the milk and then they buy an ice cream cone. It's like a 1-2 thing.
Stock up for the week.
That's right. And our ice cream, our soft serve, is made with our own RBGH-free milk from our local family farms. So it's extra you can feel good about.
Very cool.
So we're going to go ahead and puree this.
Okay.
And when those are softened a bit, we'll add our flour.
Okay, a couple tablespoons?
That's right, 2 tablespoons of flour. And then we have some chicken stock. I like to use the stock because that's a little bit more flavor than the broth, but if you have broth on hand, you can do that too.
Either one.
This is a very, flexible soup.
So let's say it's the weekend and the kids are bored and maybe it's rainy and they want to come out to Lamer's. When are you guys open? And they can actually kind of see, I know these kids these days are city slickers and, where does milk come from? The grocery store, they think, but so they can actually get a little bit of an education out there. So you guys are open on Saturday?
That's right. We're open Monday through Friday. Our dairy store is 8 to 6, and then the weekends 9 to 5. And during the week, actually, families can come and watch us process the milk. We have a 30-foot observation window, and we actually have a history of the dairy mural above it that's 30 feet as well. So you can actually see everything that's going on, and the kids love it because there are conveyor belts and things going up and down, and the milk bottles being filled and capped and transported into the cooler. So it's quite fun. So that most of the processing takes place in the morning. So it's good to go in the morning during the weekdays.
Very cool.
Yeah, and we have the ice cream, and when the timber rattlers aren't using our little mini Divco truck, we have that at the store, and the kids can love to climb in that. We have a little cow out front. People love to do that as well.
Very cool.
Okay,
All right,
we're
so
gonna
now
add
in
this.
goes our corn.
Yep,
Okay,
the
more
first-
corn.
that's
So we're going
right.
to have basically some corn kernels, and then the corn's going to act as
That's
a
right.
thickener.
Yeah, and then we're going to cook that. So
Okay.
we'll want to cook that till it gets tender, and then
Okay.
we'll add this, and you can see this is going to actually thicken it a bit. And we're going to want to season it with salt and pepper.
You bet. And then I see we've got some already cooked and
Oh, my
diced chicken.
That's right. And you can, my favorite cheater method is the rotisserie chicken.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love those. They're so easy to pick up and have on hand, and you can, I just took 2 of the breasts and diced them up, and then we'll just put this in the soup to finish it. I like to wait till the corn is a little bit tender, so we're not overcooking the chicken because it's so delicious and moist. It really just basically needs to be heated through to finish it.
This looks fantastic.
Yeah, it is delicious. Then it will thicken up a bit, and
We'll bring this to a simmer. So again, how can everybody find Lamers? And if they're interested more about getting the milk, getting the heavy cream, which we love, and the half and half, which is great in your coffee. In the summer, guys do lemonades.
that's right. We've already started lemonade.
Oh,
so I
Ann
should have brought
loves,
some
Ann's
with
all
me
over
today, yeah.
the raspberry lemonade. How can people find out about how to get it? And I know too, some area grocery stores sell it as well.
Sure. They can go on lamersdairyinc.com. They can also call us anytime at the store, and that our phone number is on the website. And then we are available in major grocery stores, Woodman's Festivals, Cops Pick and Save, and a lot of small cheese shops and stores really throughout Wisconsin.
If you haven't tried the milk and the other products, it really is wonderful. So in goes our chicken, and then we serve this with maybe a little cheese on top, a little bit of parsley or cilantro or scallion. Michelle, thank you so much for sharing.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Chicken and corn chowder looks fantastic. We'll be right back with some more ideas on what to do on a rainy day. We're making tuna melts and homemade Play-Doh. I can hardly wait, so stay with us.